We are getting ready for our first game of the 2016 World Championship, so tell us who's gonna take the first game of the tournament. Tweet up hashtag G2win or hashtag CLGwin if your votes are behind Europe or North America respectively as the teams load up onto the Rift. Of course, we have a North American crowd here, and you can hear who they're voting for.
Oh, sorry, that's what I heard.
That is unlike
bet
here in San Francisco, but we are now loading onto the Rift for Game 1 of the 2016 League of Legends World Championship.
Both teams with jerseys representing their nation's colors as well. G2 with the recent European Union jerseys, and America once again, CLG bringing back those from MSI. Let's take a look here at the opening though. Everybody fanning out for defensive vision.
Well, CLG is looking to at least pluck a ward in on the red buff. It looks like from Aphromo here, just to see if they can spot an early start. One thing you guys need to know, when you have a top laner like Jace, you very often want to gank for him early. So if you can start on bottom side as an Elise and just path all the way up to top side, you can set up some very, very effective ganks. CLG didn't get any wards down, however.
Yeah, Elise definitely potent level 3 ganks. Olaf, however, can pull off one of the quickest level 3 ganks, especially red side Olaf has a extremely fast gank up to the top side. Blue, Wolves, red can get there and surprise a lot of people, especially if on the Jace, you know, you're trying to bully early, trying to move up in the lane. If Expect plays forward, might be able to get there first.
When you have a pushing bot lane, just get a little bit of extra vision in the river. They can just ward the enemy try push, and then you kind of have full information of where the enemy jungler can come from. Elise obviously can't really path any other ways. But top lane now, as we talked about, Expect finally got to push in. Trick is showing up, and this combo can actually dive very effectively. It is very early in the game, but Dashawn is down to 50%.
Yep, this is definitely scary for him. He does have his summoners available, so Flash is ready, but I don't know if that's going to save. Oh no!
He went to go ward, Trick spots him down to 100 HP, and Dashawn gets sniped! Expect draws first blood at the World Championship!
And that was almost too easy.
Preparation for that.
This is smart by CLG, though. They're standing in the spots that G2 would go to ward, but they haven't been seen yet.
Ooh, they might find Mithy when he passed down to the bottom lane, or potentially just dive onto the Jhin. Jhin is all alone here.
Here comes the slow from Afro. He pulls the aggro. Nothing for him to do. He can't do anything. Saves the summoners.
But G2
a
is
great
coming.
clean kill by G2. Here comes Trick. Here comes Smithy. Here comes Perks. Huhi on the backside. The flash chase in. Huhi wants in. Here's the tidal wave as well. The flash does get him out of range. Huhi's still staying alive. Here's the TP, and Dashawn gets him. Expected the second kill for Counter Logic Gaming.
Dashawn right over the wall. They do use that TP we're talking about just as it comes off cooldown. That means though,
not over yet, guys.
Use his, and
This is a 4 versus 2. Here's the teleport for Expect. They're still putting the damage of Dashawn getting low. He might die to the turret, run more hit, but they've still picked up Trick. This might come back in after a little bit overextended. One more hit, I'll do it. Mithy get the kill. He's trying to save it for Expect, but Summoner Heal saves his life. Afro gets out. CLG still stays up a kill with the play.
Aphromo just managed to stay alive in the end, but good setup from CLG with the trap first, and then an early teleport from Dashawn here, catching G2.
evil mastermind he is.
No, we talked about this coming in, like CLG definitely have a good shot at winning this game, honestly. We know how well they prepare for these games. We didn't see anything surprising, I feel, in terms of picks. If they had something really special prepared, like Aurelion Soul of MSI, we didn't see it this time around at least. Very, very standard picks, but a good move with Xmithie, of course, diving on to Sven.
And the thing is, we didn't see a Drake after that. There was no move over to Ocean Drake because of the delayed teleport from Expect. Actually, mid lane here, we have some exchanging going on.
A bit of damage onto Perks, who he puts the slow down. Here comes the Axes, and Xmithie's trying to take him out. He's gonna get it. He survives the entire encounter. A quick repel up for Trick, and they will not dive this just yet, but Afro has now joined the team, and it looks like CLG are wanting to push down the mid lane, and a red buff Olaf means plenty of damage on his structures as Mithy joins in to defend, but CLG dropping it below half.
First turret is way more important than moving over to that Ocean Drake. So much gold there, plus you remove it as an objective for the other team. That's why they're bringing everyone up here to try and capitalize on that play. They really want to turn this into that first turret gold.
It is hard for him to take it down. Expect is on his way. Mithy as well sitting here defending.
It's going to be a bit of a 4v4 though. Expect is joining. Sven's still down there on the bot side right now. CLG re-engaging on this one. The ult from Mithy doesn't mean enough, and now he's missing an important cooldown for the fight. He's going to die into his turret. The turret going down as well. Expect now caught by himself. Catastrophic mistakes from G2 as they will continue to lose more of their members. A trade kill comes in, but still a rough tough early game now as CLG are up double the kills and a turret.
Yeah, everything is falling apart here for G2. It starts with Perkz in the mid lane having no flash, and the jungler we talked about earlier, xMiThy, showing up big time. 3-0-3 on this Olaf. He charges into the mid lane, picks up another kill, and then G2 tries too hard to defend this mid tower, lose it, and lose more kills.
CLG, no matter how the meta changes, they always retain their hyper focus on those early objectives. There it showed. They are willing to commit their whole team for this year, although it's still a very, very small gold lead and just the one Ocean Drake. Actually, down bottom, this looks like a pretty interesting bush setup.
Ooh, Sven gets slowed down. He's got nothing to do. Flashes up, and he's going to use it, but xMiThy's got another axe. Nice dodge in the bubble, and actually well played by Sven. Gets away from the gank, even puts some punishment back onto xMiThy for his troubles. However, it still means it's a 3v0 at this bottom lane outer turret, and Counter Logic Gaming look to extend their gold lead. Sven not really in engaged range, as the minion wave is cleared out. CLG ups the gold lead to 2,500.
That's exactly what CLG were looking for. That bot lane tower killing Sven would have been a bonus, but didn't happen due to also the swiftness boots here. Make it easier to dodge around as a Jhin.
Meanwhile, we actually have the rest of the team being called down. They've started to bolster this area with vision as well. Pink wards being dropped by CLG. After the mid and top turret go down, opens up the red quadrant of the jungle to a lot of plays. But here we go. xMiThy's going aggressive.
Flash Q's going to land. They really want Stixxay. The CC's going to land. Bad news bears for Stixxay. It's going down. The cocoon lands the damage output, and he's going to die to Spiderlings. Trick finds one, but here's the teleport in. It's Darshan. He wants xMiThy. One more hit will do it, and that's xMiThy getting himself a kill. Now the chase and the Trick has to dodge around the tidal wave and will be killed. A double kill for CLG's jungler.
These Moby boots on Elise not helping him at all. He is getting squashed now under the foot of Olaf, and CLG strike back, avenging Stixxay.
And once again, CLG just TPing down so quickly, while G2, they keep expect sitting in the top lane. They made the call, he should go for tower, but after G2 picked up the first kill, they overstayed. And suddenly, this Olaf, he will not let you escape, and he just keeps...
This makes the Drake control extremely easy for them. So this Cloud Drake should be picked up fairly quickly for CLG, and it is very dangerous for G2 to go face check this, as they don't have anyone tanky. They don't have a big body to go face check into Fog of War. It's very hard to come back in Vision Wars like this. Now, you know, maybe it is a repel steal here from Trick, but it's very risky.
That's a good move right there. Now he's not in repel range of the Drake anymore. He can't get into it without burning Flash. A nice start with the Shock Blast, but CLG now own the Ocean and the Cloud Drakes. And those are the two big sort of rotation Drakes. They keep your health and mana topped off. They get you to the new lane faster, and this is already CLG's playstyle. It's accentuating what CLG are already doing to beat G2.
Yeah, and I really like when I see teams do what CLG is doing in this game here, where it's not
Dwindling though.
Yeah, and we're in the mid game now, where normally you would look at CLG's comp and say, ooh, not the strongest mid game composition. Vladimir wants to scale, of course. Caitlyn wants to scale. Doesn't seem actually anything happens. Sven is trying to run away. Here's Hui.
Goes, he proto belts in, looks for a bit of damage on a xMiThy, and will not quite get stunned. He's going to walk away from that. Nice dodge as well. No root either. xMiThy low. Trick, ooh, goes to the flash play. Does not catch Stixxay, who he takes a bit of damage himself. The jungler is getting a little bit lower, but the re-engage towards Stixxay. He's got to take the bullets up, and they will do so. The re-engage now back towards xMiThy and Trick. Darshan teleports in. There's the repel to stay alive so far. Elise will stay alive, but getting lower and lower over time. Bubble not quite going to land from after a move. CLG lose a lot of health, but they keep all 5 members alive. Re-engaging now towards this turret. They have a healer, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, they should. Uh-oh, here we go. Looks like it's just going to be an escape here. G2 are going to be able to defend.
Yes, pool. Don't worry. It's okay. He's baiting.
He's a blood bait.
Please jump me, please.
And the thing is, though, CLG, I think, win in this trade gold over xMiThy means he's already got the Aegis of the Legion done, so that Magicist aura as well, helping to make sure Perkz doesn't assassinate somebody with an ultimate. But G2 able to use the lane dominance of Expect, who is 3-1. If it's going to be a carry performance, it'll probably be that G2 top laner. Gets the solo kill on the turret, pushing Darshan out of lane. He got a bit of help from Trick a little while ago, but you're seeing G2 edge back into this game.
Yeah, that is the one advantage G2 still has in this game here. It's the bottom lane, or well, wherever you sent the top laner, basically. He was in bottom lane just before, in the 1v1 with the armor penetration, the Black Cleaver against the full tank Puppey. Baron, though, is the call for CLG. They're starting it. G2 is on the way.
They do plenty of damage, though, and you've already got Darshan here to play zoning duty. He's going to walk into the support and say, hey, xMiThy, look at me, stun me, do your stuff.
Knock them away.
Yeah, ulti charged up, and he's not going to get rid of Elise, so Trick is still around. CLG choose to keep DPS on. Darshan just tanking damage. 2,000 health left on Baron. Tidal divides more time. They should get Baron, and it will go to Counter Logic Gaming. Now for the re-engage, who he looked for someone else, but can't find the damage. Glacial Pitcher comes out to disengage. Nothing picked up except the bot lane tier 2 turret.
It's just too dangerous for G2 to face check this fog of war against the team. There are traps lined up. Poppy is ejecting people. And Vlad.
If you are G2 at this point, you start talking about, what's our biggest item power spike we can possibly get to before we have to take that fight. Well, for most of these guys, it might be like one more item, guys. Get a third item down, and then we just go for that one fight. If we don't win it, we lost the game. Because the scaling in on CLG is great. They're going to get stronger and stronger. GA completed on Xmithie here. G2 needs to just try and fight, honestly, with, let's look at the next, 5 minutes? Otherwise, it's not going to get any easier. Once we have full GAs, full defensive items on CLG, then you're never going to kill them.
This is why, by this point, this is where you start to expect to see some risky plays from G2, right? Because they need to take any opportunity that's given to them. If there's somebody slightly out of position, you kind of have to throw everything that you have on that possibility of...
Honestly, probably just too tanky. G2 have the right champions for it, but there's not the right targets for it, and it makes it kind of difficult for G2 to find that opening. Xmithie trading blows with Mithy. Doesn't quite find too much damage. Trick battles back and forth, but look at that. CLG, once again, holding vision control on this side of the jungle as he eats up all the traps, and the rest of Counter Logic Gaming shoved down the mid lane. Kind of face taking a bit too much there, than a half HP, maybe about a more than he can chew. Has the Guardian Angel, gets rooted, might run out of HP, he's got to be careful! And that's the revive forced down, so here come the teleports, here comes the team fight. Stixxay dodging away pretty nicely, Darshan joins the fray, and how much damage can they really find? Trick is low, Huhi looks at the chase on to expect, and there's the flash out from Trick himself. Huhi has the empowered heal available, puts some damage on Xmithie, a nice stun comes out from Perkz, a little bit, Snipes gonna come through, nearly kills him, Xmithie, the Olaf close to dead. Block of shield comes out, doesn't block any damage, though it's a late trigger from Aphromoo, and it means Counter Logic Gaming have to recall, losing a Guardian Angel. Ooh, Xmithie takes a heal from Afro, gets away.
See, that's the opening they're looking for, right? Openings like that, and they do gain something out of it. Taking down the GA.
But we saw CLG, last time Baron was alive, set it up perfectly, and never really gave G2 a chance.
So many tools. When you're on red side, and the blue team has to come through these small corridors, CLG looking to chase him down.
Flash to get away from the bubble. Tidewave's going to tag onto one, forcing the flash into the G2 AD carry. Trick is on the flank. Mithy going to get burned down. That's the first kill. Huhi is engaged deep into the back line. Xmithie wearing off all the damage. Darshan, who is he going to punt out? Looks like he's going to wait for it and let it go back on a cooldown. Not too much picked up just yet, but that is still G2 missing their support. 5v4 for Counter Logic Gaming. Mountain Drake means they kill the turrets faster, and here comes the siege. Maybe the game-winning push right now, 32.5 minutes in. There's the inhibitor turret. The inhibitor itself now available as Darshan kites back and forth. Xmithie getting a bit low. The opening on Aphromoo. This could be some very crucial snipes by Sven. Misses one, tags another, and who is he going to get for this one? Looks for the final shot, and it's going to be the revive out for Darshan. He'll come back up soon. Stixxay a bit low. He's got to be careful. A big stun. There's the root as well. Do they have the damage? G2 right now do not, but Counter Logic Gaming have to run away for dear life. The revives are in. Mithy's back on the map, and Counter Logic Gaming
he's
need
back
to get
at
away.
base.
He's coming up to the left-hand side. Let's see if he can find anything.
Too far away.
It seems very unlikely as CLG are going to continue to run away. The Ocean and Cloud Drake helping them get away and keep their health bars, something that won't get them killed. But G2 now control the map a little bit more. CLG want back in though. They've got to slow on his Sven. Not going to be a stun just yet. Here from the mid laner. Back again onto Mithy. His exhaust going to be up and he's going to find a target. Mithy wearing down, and it's 2 kills for Counter Logic Gaming. Expect re-engages, cannot find Darshan, and that's 4 already. Perkz the last one alive. There's the stun. He's going to take him down. The ace for Counter Logic Gaming as they run down the mid lane to win the first game of the World Championship.
CLG alone in the enemy base, running towards the Nexus, the opening game of Worlds.
14-4 in kills, 7-3 in turrets. Despite the first blood, Counter Logic Gaming won the way that CLG wins. Control, strategy, shot calling, and teamwork leads North America to a 1-0 record at Worlds.